Time is the most valuable resource we have, yet it's often the one we take for granted. We live as if we have endless amounts of it, as if there's always tomorrow, another hour, another minute. But the truth is, time is a currency that only moves in one direction. Once a moment has passed, there's no getting it back. Every single second we spend is a piece of our life that we trade away. And if we're not careful, we can find ourselves looking back, wondering where all that time went, realizing too late that it was spent on things that didn't truly matter. Think about it. People will hustle for money, work tirelessly for recognition, even sacrifice health and happiness to chase achievements. But time is often treated as something we can spare, something we can afford to waste. We say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll get around to that someday, but tomorrow is never guaranteed. And someday is often just an excuse we use to avoid facing the present. The more we put off what truly matters, the more we risk watching our lives slip by day, minute by minute, lost to distraction, delay, and doubt. We live in a world that tempts us constantly to look away from our own lives. Social media, TV, endless scrolling, all of these things are designed to consume our time without us even realizing it. We can spend hours comparing ourselves to others, worrying about things that don't impact us, getting caught up in what's trending. And every minute we spend on that is a minute we're not using to grow, to reflect, to build the life we truly want. We become spectators in our own lives, watching others live while our own dreams, goals, and potential sit on the sidelines, waiting for our attention. Imagine if you had only a small pile of coins and each one represented a minute of your life. How would you spend them? Would you throw them away carelessly, or would you hold each one in your hand, thinking about what it's worth, what you want to buy with it? Because every moment we live is a moment we spend. If we're not choosing wisely, if we're not intentional about where we place our time, then we're squandering our most precious asset. Time is a one-time deal. You can lose money and earn it back, but lost time is gone forever. And it's not just about using time, it's about appreciating it, valuing it for the gift that it is. The hours you have now, the time you're living in this very moment, is the most powerful tool you have. You can spend it investing in yourself, learning, growing, becoming more than you were yesterday. Or you can let it slip by, settling for comfort, for distraction, for routine. But one day that routine will add up, and you'll find yourself wondering what you accomplished, what legacy you left behind, how you made a difference. We often think of time in terms of hours and minutes, but it's really a collection of choices. Each hour is an opportunity to make decisions that shape who we are and who we're becoming. Yet so often we let time manage us instead of managing our time. We get swept up in obligations, other people's expectations, endless to-do lists. And in the hustle, we forget that we are in control. We have the power to decide where our time goes, who gets it, and what purpose it serves. Our lives are a sum of all these choices, all these tiny moments. Every second that passes adds to the story of who we are, a story we're constantly writing. And when we reach the end, the moments we've lived through are all we have to show for it. They become our memories, our achievements, our regrets, and our joys. Every moment we let slip away without intention is a moment we can never reclaim, a part of our story left blank, a possibility unexplored. Time isn't something we should be spending mindlessly. It's a currency we should be guarding with everything we have. Just as we wouldn't throw away money without thinking, we shouldn't be careless with our time. Because while money can buy temporary comforts, time is what buys true fulfillment. It buys memories, experiences, personal growth. It's what we use to create a life that reflects our values, our dreams, and our character. But that only happens when we decide to be intentional, when we stop treating time as if it's disposable. And it's easy to feel like there's all the time in the world. When we're young, we believe we're invincible, that we have years and years ahead of us. But no one knows how much time they have. Life can be unpredictable, and every day is a gift, an opportunity to make something meaningful out of the moments we're given. Every time we say, I'll do it later, we're gambling with that time, betting on a future that might not be there. It's only when we recognize the fragility of life, the preciousness of each moment, that we truly understand the value of time. We have to learn to say no to the things that waste it, that drain it. We have to get comfortable with the idea that not everything or everyone deserves our time. This isn't about being selfish, it's about respecting ourselves enough to know what matters and what doesn't. If we're constantly giving away our time to things that don't enrich us, we're missing the chance to become who we were meant to be. Every moment we spend on distractions is a moment we're not investing in ourselves, in our goals, in our growth. Self-investment is the foundation of a fulfilled and meaningful life. Too often, we put our energy, our time, and even our finances into everything and everyone but ourselves. We prioritize the demands of our job, the needs of friends and family, or the expectations society places on us, leaving little for personal growth. But the truth is, if you don't invest in yourself, you'll always feel like you're falling short, like something crucial is missing. Self-investment isn't just about personal gain, it's about becoming the best version of yourself so you can be more, give more, and ultimately live a life of purpose and fulfillment. Investing in yourself starts with a commitment to learning. Whether it's reading, taking courses, developing new skills, or exploring your passions, growth requires time and effort. The more you know, the more equipped you are to navigate life's challenges, seize opportunities, and achieve your goals. When you choose to expand your knowledge, you're giving yourself an advantage that no one can take away. Knowledge isn't something that fades or loses value, it compounds, adding layers of depth to who you are and what you're capable of achieving. Each new skill, every piece of wisdom you gain, is an asset that strengthens your foundation and builds your future. But self-investment isn't just about intellect, it's about nurturing your physical health. Your body is the vehicle that carries you through life, and without it, you can't pursue your dreams or enjoy your achievements. Regular exercise, healthy eating, and good sleep are all essential forms of self-care that empower you to be your best. Too often, we neglect our health, pushing our limits, ignoring the signs our body gives us until it's too late. By prioritizing physical well-being, you're making an investment that supports every other area of your life. A healthy body provides the energy, clarity, and resilience you need to face each day with strength and purpose. Emotional health is just as crucial in self-investment. This means taking the time to understand yourself, working through past traumas, and nurturing self-compassion. Emotional growth requires you to face the uncomfortable, to confront your insecurities and weaknesses. This isn't easy and it takes courage, but the rewards are immense. By investing in your emotional well-being, you build resilience, self-awareness, and empathy. You learn to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and maturity, which strengthens not only your own life, but your relationships with others. When you're emotionally strong, you're less reactive, more patient, and better equipped to handle whatever life throws your way. Self-investment also involves setting boundaries. Protecting your time and energy is a vital part of valuing yourself. When you say no to things that drain you or distract you from your goals, you're reinforcing your commitment to yourself. You're making it clear that your time and your dreams are important. Boundaries are about respecting your needs and recognizing that you don't have to be everything for everyone. By setting limits, you create space to focus on what truly matters to you, allowing yourself to make meaningful progress on your journey without being weighed down by unnecessary obligations or distractions. Building confidence is another key aspect of self-investment. Confidence isn't something that magically appears, it's something you cultivate by consistently showing up for yourself, challenging your comfort zone, and proving to yourself that you're capable. Each time you set a goal and achieve it, no matter how small, you're building confidence. Each time you choose to believe in yourself despite doubt, you're investing in your own self-worth. Confidence is the foundation upon which all other successes are built. It gives you the courage to pursue your dreams, to take risks, and to stand firm in your values and beliefs. Financial investment in yourself is also significant. This isn't just about earning more money, it's about using your resources wisely to open doors and create opportunities. Whether it's paying for education, investing in tools that support your goals, or even saving for the future, your finances are a reflection of what you prioritize. When you invest in yourself financially, you're betting on your future success. You're saying, I am worth this investment, and with each wise financial choice, you're building a foundation of security and independence that will allow you to pursue your passions without unnecessary worry or limitation. Self-investment requires patience and consistency. Growth doesn't happen overnight, and the path isn't always straightforward. There will be setbacks, doubts, and moments where progress seems invisible. But with each small step, each moment of commitment, you're moving closer to the person you're meant to be. Self-investment is a journey, not a destination. It's about honoring the process and believing in the cumulative power of consistent effort. Each day you choose to invest in yourself, you're building momentum, even if it's not immediately visible. Over time, these efforts add up, creating a profound transformation that shapes your life and character. Investing in your passions is another dimension of self-investment. Life isn't just about work and responsibilities, it's about exploring what makes you feel alive. When you give yourself the freedom to pursue what you love, you're reconnecting with your inner joy and creativity. Whether it's art, music, writing, or any other hobby, passions feed your soul and provide a necessary balance in life. They remind you of who you are beyond your obligations and achievements. Pursuing your passions is a form of self-respect, a way of acknowledging that your happiness and fulfillment are just as important as anything else. Perhaps one of the most overlooked aspects of self-investment is building strong relationships. The people you surround yourself with can either lift you up or hold you back. Investing in positive relationships, in people who encourage, challenge, and inspire you, is essential to your growth. Choose to spend time with those who bring out the best in you, who support your goals and respect your boundaries. When you invest in meaningful connections, you create a network of support that sustains you during tough times and celebrates with you during victories. Strong relationships are a powerful form of self-investment that enriches your life in countless ways. Investing in your mindset is crucial. The way you think shapes the way you live. If you have a growth mindset, if you believe in the possibility of change and improvement, you're more likely to take risks, to push through challenges, and to keep striving for your goals. Cultivating a positive, resilient mindset is one of the most important investments you can make because it influences every decision, every action, and every outcome. When you invest in a mindset that's grounded in self-belief, gratitude, and determination, you're giving yourself the best chance at a fulfilling, purpose-driven life. Blocking out distractions is one of the most powerful tools you can use to take control of your life. We live in a world where distractions are constant, relentless, and engineered to capture our attention. With every notification, every app, every new form of entertainment, our focus is being pulled in 100 different directions. And as we're drawn into these distractions, our goals, dreams, and responsibilities start to fade into the background. Time that could be spent building our future slips away as we allow ourselves to be absorbed by things that offer little in return. Distractions don't just steal time, they dilute our energy and scatter our attention. Every time we shift our focus from one task to another, from one app to another, our brain has to adjust, reorient, and re-engage. This constant switching drains mental energy, making us feel tired, unfocused, and less productive. Instead of moving steadily toward our goals, we find ourselves scattered, struggling to concentrate on anything meaningful. And in the end, the quality of our work, our relationships, and even our peace of mind suffers as a result. The power of focus is in its ability to create depth. When you're fully engaged in one task, when you give something your undivided attention, you're able to unlock levels of creativity, insight, and productivity that are impossible to reach when you're distracted. This is how breakthroughs happen, not by jumping from one thing to another, but by staying rooted, allowing your mind to explore and understand a task deeply. Blocking out distractions creates the mental space needed for this depth, for the kind of concentration that leads to meaningful, lasting progress. Yet, distractions aren't just external, they can also come from within. Doubts, fears, and insecurities can be some of the most persistent distractions we face. We may sit down to work on a goal, only to find ourselves consumed by thoughts of failure or what others might think. These internal distractions can be just as destructive as any notification or interruption. They keep us from committing fully to our purpose, holding us back in a cycle of self-doubt. Learning to silence these internal voices, to push through our fears and stay focused, is essential to overcoming distractions. We have to become intentional about what we let into our lives. This means evaluating how we spend our time, questioning the value of every activity we engage in. Social media, entertainment, endless news feeds, they all demand our attention, but do they add value to our lives? Do they bring us closer to our goals? When we're honest with ourselves, we can start to see just how much of our time is spent on things that don't serve us. By making a conscious decision to limit these influences, we take back control over our attention and our life. Setting boundaries is a crucial part of blocking out distractions. When we allow ourselves to be constantly available to others, we invite distractions into our day. Every time we respond to an unimportant message or agree to a task that doesn't align with our priorities, we're shifting our focus away from what truly matters. Boundaries help us protect our time and energy, enabling us to stay committed to our path. By saying no to distractions, we're saying yes to our growth, our goals, and our peace of mind. Discipline is the backbone of blocking out distractions. Without discipline, it's easy to fall back into old habits, to let our focus slip every time something new or exciting appears. Discipline means staying committed even when the allure of distraction is strong. It means setting routines, creating environments that support focus, and holding ourselves accountable. Discipline isn't always easy, but it's the only way to build a life that isn't constantly dictated by outside influences. When we develop discipline, we build the mental strength to ignore distractions and keep our eyes on what matters. To block out distractions, we also need to understand the importance of our goals. When you have a clear purpose, a vision that excites you, it becomes easier to say no to distractions. You have something greater to work toward, something that gives meaning to every sacrifice, every moment of focus. Goals serve as a reminder of why you're choosing discipline over comfort, focus over distraction. Every time you're tempted to veer off course, your goals can bring you back, reminding you of the future you're building. A key part of blocking out distractions is creating an environment that supports focus. The places we work, the tools we use, even the people we surround ourselves with, all of these things either contribute to or detract from our focus. By setting up an environment that minimizes interruptions and supports concentration, we make it easier to stay focused. This might mean turning off notifications, creating a quiet workspace, or scheduling time for deep work. Our environment is within our control, and by designing it intentionally, we set ourselves up for success. Learning to be present in the moment is also essential in blocking out distractions. When we're fully engaged in the present, we're not worrying about the past or the future, not getting lost in things that don't matter. Presence allows us to give our best to whatever we're doing, to experience life with depth and meaning. Distractions lose their power when we're deeply connected to the moment, when we're fully invested in the here and now. By practicing mindfulness and presence, we build the ability to stay focused, regardless of what's happening around us. Blocking out distractions isn't a one-time decision, it's a daily commitment. Every day we have to choose focus over distraction, purpose over convenience. It's a journey that requires constant awareness and self-reflection. We need to be honest with ourselves about what's working and what isn't, to adjust our habits, and to stay committed to our goals. Blocking out distractions is about building a life that reflects our values, a life that isn't driven by outside forces, but by our own intentions and dreams. Taking responsibility for your journey is the first step in truly owning your life. Too often, we find ourselves waiting for circumstances to change, for people to support us, or for the right moment to arrive. But the truth is, no one else can live your life for you, and no external force can determine your path. When you take responsibility, you reclaim the power over your destiny. You acknowledge that, while you may not control every circumstance, you do control your reactions, your actions, and your choices. It's a realization that you alone are accountable for the life you build. Responsibility starts with your mindset. It means recognizing that every success and every setback is shaped by your choices. Life isn't about blaming others for what you lack or for the obstacles in your way. It's about looking inward and understanding that your thoughts, beliefs, and habits are the foundation of your life's journey. When you shift your mindset to one of ownership, you stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstance. Instead, you become the architect of your life, designing it with intention and purpose. Taking responsibility also requires honesty. It means being willing to confront your own flaws, weaknesses, and areas that need improvement. Self-reflection isn't always comfortable, but it's necessary for growth. When you hold yourself accountable, you accept that improvement begins with identifying what's holding you back. Maybe it's procrastination, self-doubt, or the fear of failure. By facing these truths, you empower yourself to make changes. Responsibility is about continuous self-assessment, about looking at yourself with clarity and courage so that you can grow into the person you're meant to be. Owning your journey means making decisions that align with your goals and values, even when those decisions are difficult. Sometimes taking responsibility means saying no to things that don't serve you or distancing yourself from people who drain your energy. It's about recognizing that every choice you make shapes your path. When you prioritize what truly matters, you create a life that reflects your values, a life that fulfills you. Responsibility isn't about perfection, it's about alignment, about staying true to your purpose, even in the face of challenges. Taking responsibility also means letting go of excuses. Excuses keep you stuck, they provide temporary comfort, but no long-term progress. When you take responsibility, you stop relying on external factors to justify your lack of action. You stop blaming time, resources, or other people for what you haven't achieved. Instead, you find ways to move forward, despite limitations. Responsibility means refusing to let excuses dictate your life and choosing instead to find solutions, to create opportunities where others see obstacles. Responsibility is closely tied to resilience. Life will test you, throw obstacles in your path, and challenge your commitment to your journey. But when you take responsibility, you're prepared to face setbacks with determination instead of defeat. You understand that challenges are part of the process, that failure isn't a stopping point, but a stepping stone. Each setback becomes a lesson, a chance to learn and grow. Responsibility gives you the strength to pick yourself up, to keep going when things get tough, knowing that every obstacle is an opportunity for growth. Another aspect of taking responsibility is learning from others without relying on them to chart your course. Mentors, guides, and teachers can provide valuable responsibility means integrating what you learn from others into your own life, adapting it to your unique path. You're not a follower, you're a creator. Responsibility requires you to take the lessons you're given and apply them with intention, making them a part of your personal journey, rather than blindly following someone else's roadmap. Taking responsibility is also about setting goals and taking consistent action. Dreams are only ideas without action. When you take responsibility, you create a plan, set clear goals, and work toward them with purpose. You understand that progress is built one step at a time, that every small action contributes to your larger vision. Responsibility doesn't mean rushing or seeking instant results, it means committing to the process, to showing up every day and putting in the work. Each step you take is a testament to your dedication, a building block in the life you're creating. Self-responsibility demands discipline. There will be times when motivation fades, when the excitement of a new goal wears off, and you're left with the hard work and persistence it takes to move forward. Discipline is what keeps you going in those moments. It's the ability to push through, to stay committed even when it's difficult. Responsibility means understanding that discipline is part of growth, that sometimes you have to sacrifice comfort for progress. Each time you choose discipline over ease, you're investing in your future, reinforcing your commitment to yourself and your goals. Taking responsibility means accepting that setbacks and mistakes are part of the journey. There will be times when things don't go as planned, when you make a wrong decision or experience failure. Responsibility isn't about avoiding mistakes, it's about learning from them. Each mistake is an opportunity to gain insight, to understand what didn't work, and to adjust your approach. When you take responsibility, you stop seeing failure as a dead end and start seeing it as a stepping stone. Responsibility is the strength to keep going, to turn every misstep into a lesson that propels you forward. Responsibility is about creating a life that reflects your values, dreams, and goals. It's about understanding that you have the power to shape your own story. When you take responsibility, you're no longer living according to the expectations of others or the limitations they may place on you. You're creating a path that's uniquely yours, driven by your passions, fueled by your commitment. Taking responsibility for your journey isn't just about achieving success, it's about living a life that's true to who you are, a life that you can look back on with pride and fulfillment. Discipline and consistency are the foundation of any lasting success. They are the guiding forces that help you stay on course, even when the road gets tough or the initial excitement fades. Discipline is about making choices that align with your long-term goals rather than your short-term comfort. It's waking up every day ready to put in the work, regardless of how you feel or what distractions arise. When you embrace discipline, you develop the strength to push through obstacles, knowing that each small step forward builds towards something greater. Consistency is the other half of the equation, the steady beat that keeps you moving forward day after day. While discipline gives you the resolve to start and to resist temptations, consistency ensures that your efforts compound over time. Success rarely comes from a single burst of effort, it's the result of sustained, deliberate actions taken consistently. Each day you choose to show up, to do the work, and to keep going even when progress seems slow or invisible. Consistency allows you to stack small victories that, over time, lead to substantial growth. Discipline requires a commitment to routine. Establishing habits and structures in your daily life removes the need to constantly rely on willpower. When you have a set routine, you don't waste energy deciding when or how to act, you just do it. Routine is discipline in action, a structure that guides you even on days when motivation is low. Discipline allows you to build these routines, to turn actions into habits, and to create a framework that supports your goals. Each action you automate frees up mental energy for deeper focus and greater productivity. Consistency, on the other hand, is what turns effort into mastery. Whether you're learning a new skill, working toward a personal goal, or developing your career, consistency is what separates dabbling from dedication. It's not enough to put in effort sporadically. True growth happens when you're committed to steady, incremental progress. Consistency means showing up again and again, even when results aren't immediate, even when setbacks occur. Each repetition, each practice session, each day of effort builds your capabilities and brings you closer to expertise. Discipline also means sacrificing immediate pleasure for future gain. It's about choosing what will serve you in the long run over what feels good in the moment. This isn't always easy. It requires self-control, patience, and resilience. Discipline means turning down distractions, resisting the urge to procrastinate, and prioritizing your responsibilities. Every time you choose discipline, you're strengthening your character and reinforcing your commitment to your goals. These small sacrifices add up, each one a stepping stone toward the life you envision for yourself. With consistency, you begin to see the power of compounding. Each day's effort builds on the last, creating momentum that carries you forward. At first, Progress might feel slow and results might seem distant. But consistency is like planting seeds. What starts as small, nearly invisible changes grows into something substantial over time. Consistency turns effort into results, patience into accomplishment. When you're consistent, you're not just working toward a goal, you're building a legacy of persistence, a history of dedication that serves as proof of your commitment. Discipline teaches you to stay the course, even when challenges arise. Life will test your resolve, and there will be times when giving up feels tempting. But discipline is what keeps you going, what gives you the strength to overcome doubt and push through discomfort. Discipline isn't just about self-control, it's about resilience, about having the grit to keep moving forward despite setbacks. Every time you choose discipline, you reinforce your inner strength, proving to yourself that you're capable of achieving your goals, no matter what obstacles stand in your way. Consistency also brings stability and builds trust in yourself. When you commit to a goal and follow through every day, you start to trust your own word. You become someone who does what they say they will do, someone who others and you can rely on. This self-trust is invaluable, giving you the confidence to take on new challenges and set even higher goals. Each day of consistent action reinforces this trust, proving to yourself that you're capable of achieving whatever you set your mind to. This trust becomes the bedrock of your success. Discipline often means enduring delayed gratification. Many of the things worth having, whether it's a skill, a healthy lifestyle, or a successful career, require time and effort. Discipline gives you the patience to keep working, even when the rewards are far off. You learn to find satisfaction not in the end result, but in the process, in the growth and progress that come from daily effort. Delayed gratification isn't easy, but discipline teaches you to value the journey, to appreciate each step you take toward your goals, knowing that the reward will be worth the wait. With consistency, you begin to see the fruits of your labor. The results may not come overnight, but with each day you dedicate to your goals, the progress becomes visible. Consistency allows you to overcome plateaus, to push past periods of slow growth, and reach new levels of achievement. Each small victory builds on the last, creating a chain of accomplishments that propels you forward. Consistency gives you the endurance to stay the course, to keep working even when progress feels slow, knowing that with time and effort, you will reach your destination. Discipline and consistency are what transform potential into reality. Many people have dreams, ambitions, and talents, but without the structure of discipline and the steadiness of consistency, these dreams remain unfulfilled. Discipline is what turns ideas into action. Consistency is what turns action into achievement. Together, they create a foundation for lasting success, a path that allows you to turn your aspirations into tangible results. Trusting in the process is about having faith that the journey you're on will lead you where you need to go. Even if the path isn't always clear, life's course is often unpredictable, filled with twists, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But trusting in the process means embracing each step along the way, knowing that every experience, good or bad, is shaping you, building your resilience, and preparing you for what's next. Trusting in the process isn't about blind optimism. It's about having the patience to allow things to unfold in their own time, knowing that growth takes place in both visible and unseen ways. Trusting in the process requires letting go of the need for immediate results. In a world that often emphasizes instant gratification, learning to value patience can be challenging. When you trust in the process, you understand that meaningful progress is rarely instant. It takes time to build something lasting, to develop a skill, or to achieve a big goal. Rather than focusing solely on the destination, you learn to appreciate the journey, recognizing that each small step brings you closer to where you're meant to be. Patience becomes your companion, allowing you to grow gradually and steadily. To truly trust in the process, you have to accept that setbacks are part of the journey. Obstacles, failures, and moments of uncertainty are not signs that you're on the wrong path, they're opportunities to learn and grow. Trusting in the process means embracing these challenges rather than fearing them. Every setback offers a lesson, a chance to develop resilience and perseverance. Instead of seeing setbacks as roadblocks, you start to view them as stepping stones, each one teaching you something valuable, each one shaping you into someone stronger and more capable. Trusting in the process also means letting go of the need to control every outcome. It's natural to want certainty, to plan for every possibility, but life doesn't always unfold according to plan. When you trust in the process, you release the urge to micromanage every detail, allowing things to unfold organically. This doesn't mean you're passive or complacent, it means you're adaptable, willing to adjust as needed. Trusting the process is about balancing intention with flexibility, understanding that while you can guide your path, you can't control every twist and turn along the way. Faith in the process demands a shift in focus from obsessing over results to investing in growth. It's easy to get caught up in measuring progress by external markers, by checking off boxes and achieving visible milestones. But true growth often happens in the quiet, unseen moments, in the gradual shifts in mindset, in the subtle changes in how you approach challenges. Trusting in the process means recognizing that growth isn't always measurable. It's about becoming more resilient, more disciplined, and more focused. These are the changes that truly matter, the transformations that build a lasting foundation for success. That you commit to your path, each small effort you put in reinforces your belief in your own abilities. When you trust the process, you're essentially trusting yourself, your dedication, your resilience, your ability to handle whatever comes your way. This self-trust is powerful, giving you the confidence to face challenges and the courage to keep moving forward. Trusting the process means acknowledging that, no matter what obstacles arise, you have the strength and the resources within you to overcome them. Trusting in the process is about focusing on what you can control: your actions, your attitude, and your effort. Life may throw unexpected challenges at you, but you always have the power to choose how you respond. By focusing on what's within your control, you stop wasting energy on things you can't change. This focus helps you remain grounded, allowing you to make steady progress no matter what's happening around you. When you trust the process, you understand that the only thing you truly control is yourself, and that's all you need to keep moving forward. Trust in the process encourages you to appreciate the journey as a whole, rather than rushing through it. Often, the moments we remember most are not the big achievements, but the small, seemingly insignificant ones: the late nights spent working toward a goal, the moments of doubt followed by breakthroughs, the friendships and connections made along the way. Trusting in the process means valuing these moments, seeing the beauty in the journey itself. You realize that every part of the path, every step and stumble, contributes to the person you're becoming. When you trust the process, you stop comparing your journey to others. It's easy to look around and feel like you're not moving fast enough, like others are achieving more or reaching milestones sooner. But trusting the process means accepting that your journey is unique. You're not competing with anyone else, and there's no set timeline for success. Each person's path is different, shaped by their own experiences, goals, and growth. When you let go of comparison, you're free to focus on your own progress, knowing that you're exactly where you need to be. Trusting the process also cultivates gratitude. When you stop focusing solely on what you want to achieve and start appreciating where you are, you develop a sense of contentment and peace. Trusting the process means being grateful for each lesson, each challenge, and each moment of growth. Gratitude shifts your perspective, allowing you to see your journey not as a series of hurdles to overcome, but as a valuable experience that enriches your life. With gratitude, you realize that every part of the process is a gift, an opportunity to learn, grow, and evolve. Trusting in the process ultimately means embracing uncertainty. Life doesn't come with guarantees, and the future is never fully predictable. But when you trust in the process, you find peace in the unknown, knowing that you don't need all the answers right now. You understand that, even if you can't see the full picture, each step you take is leading you towards something meaningful. Trusting in the process is about having faith in the journey, believing that as long as you stay committed, you're moving in the right direction, one step at a time.